Hi English 1 students. This video will help explain Ally Project Activity 4, which is a mastery grade, and it will help you write your argument paper. It's the pre-writing activity. So you are going to be choosing to be an ally for a specific community. So the objective of this project is you will write an essay or speech to defend an oppressed, mistreated, or silenced community in order to spread awareness or call people to action. This is your argument essay or persuasive essay, it might have been called in previous years. So this is the first slide of your activity. You can come back and fill in this blank when you decide what group you'd like to defend and support. So as you flip through these slides, you need to make sure that you are following the directions as they come. This assignment is the foundation for the ultimate project, which could be a speech that you make a video or audio, or if you just turn it in essay form. This is your pre-writing activities, so you need to make sure you do a good job on this. So you can choose to be an ally or you can choose to be an advocate, and they are very similar, but I do want to note the differences between them. So you can choose, you're being required to choose a group of people that are being oppressed, mistreated, or silenced. If you are an ally, it means that the group must be different than your own personal identity. That means, like, for instance, I cannot be an ally for women and women's rights because I am a woman. And I can't, but I could be an advocate, okay? So I could still stand up for women's rights, even though that is a group that I do identify with. I could be an ally for a different group, though. I could be an ally for African Americans or people with disabilities, a group that I do not belong to. So there's just a small distinction between what an ally or an advocate is. You can choose. If you want to stand up for people that you do identify with, that's okay. Or if you want to stand up for a group that is different than you, that's also okay. And then you'll put that, whatever group you ultimately choose, you'll put here. Some of the communities that are in need of allies are African Americans, LGBT community, Latinx, Muslims, Asian community, veterans, people with disabilities, also people suffering with mental illness, eating disorders, bullying, addiction, houselessness or homelessness, and victims of human trafficking, child abuse, or sexual assault. This is not an unlimited list. There are lots and lots of other people and communities who are in need of allies, but this is a place to start, especially if you don't have an idea yet for a group that you'd like to choose. And you might want to take a moment to go research some of these and see what interests you. Maybe explore a community that you haven't really thought of before. That's perfectly fine. Once you have chosen a group, you are going to write your thesis statement. A thesis statement is as we've talked about in class, a thesis statement is your opinion that's stated, but you're stating it directly to the reader. You're not going to say I think or I believe or in my opinion. You're just going to say what your point is. So if you want to say, well, I think left-handed people are mistreated or ignored in society, you wouldn't say I think. You would just say left-handed people are ignored or mistreated in society. So you will put that thesis statement right in this box here. If you do need help, what I'd like you to do is click, I want to make sure that you guys see this, click here for extra help, and it's going to pop up this copy document. And so you'll make a copy. And this document looks a little crazy, but it can be very helpful, especially if you are really, really not sure how to write a thesis statement. So you can drag and drop these words into their color-coded fill in the blank, okay? So these red words could go here, orange here and here, green here, and blue here. And I'll show you what it looks like at the end. This is the example. So I chose challenge. I challenge you to notice and consider the mistreatment that high school teachers suffer every day. And so you can change these words to whatever community you want to support. Maybe noticing is not what you want them to do. Maybe you want them to empathize or appreciate or observe. Maybe they don't face challenges, but they face violence or maybe just simply inconveniences. So you will choose these groups. That's the bell. I'm at school, y'all. You will choose words that fit whatever point you're trying to make about your marginalized community. Once you have done that, if that's the route you chose to take, you can write your thesis statement here. In this box, okay? This video is meant to help you write your body paragraphs. On your assignment, it just has a big click here, and you can look at that for advice. She uses the ICE structure, which is an introductory statement, not like an introduction, but a topic statement or a topic sentence that is the reason why your groups need allies. Then she cites some evidence, and then she finishes the body paragraph with an explanation. You'll do this 3 times. But be sure to watch this video so that you hear it again from this person. All right, this site contains some credible sources. So you can take a look at this. This is one place to look at some resources that might have to do with whatever group you happen to choose. You also can do just some Googling. You guys have been in NTI for a really long time. You should know how to just Google some of this information. But you need to put 2 sources that you're using here. You can start with Wikipedia, but it really shouldn't be cited in your essay. Use the resources that are linked at the very bottom of the Wikipedia article, and that's where Wikipedia got the information. Those are more valid sources. This is where you will write your 3 distinct reasons your group needs allies. So for instance, I've mentioned left-handed people here. I'll keep going with that. The first reason that left-handed people need allies is nothing is designed for left-handed people in society. They can't use measuring cups, they blah, blah, blah. The second reason might be that they're often mistreated in other countries because being left-handed is looked down upon. And then your third reason might be that they have to adapt more often to a right-handed world. I don't know. But you need 3 distinct, which means different reasons your group needs allies. And then from here, you'll take that first topic sentence and you'll write it here, cite some evidence, and explain it. Then you'll take the second topic sentence and cite some evidence and explain it. And a third time, cite some evidence. And we are actually going to talk about the counter argument on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, depending on when I see you. All right. Hopefully this helps you get through at least the first 2 body paragraphs of Ally Project number 4.